Hey you guys, it's Tyree. Welcome back to another episode of LocdPop Talks, and it has been a long week for your boy. But nevertheless, it is a week that I've spent with God, so it wasn't a terrible week. It has been a lot of ups and downs, more ups than downs, but you know what? We don't worry about, we're not going to worry too much about the downs. We're going to worry about the ups. If you guys have caught the podcast episode, and you've probably heard the prayer request line. If you want to be a part of the prayer request line, just send me an email at www.tyrewilson.com, or you can find me on Instagram at LocdPop at LocdPop. Send me a message and I'll make sure to get you guys added into the show. Today's content is going to be based off of the reading I got out of the couple's devotional prayer Bible, and it was about the spirit of competition. And you're probably wondering, Ty, I'm not dealing with any competition in my particular marriage or my stand. There isn't anybody that I feel that I need to overcome, or there's no one else that my partner or I may be involved with, and so that's not really our situation. I'd ask you to reconsider that thought process. And the reason why is because you may not feel like you're in competition with anyone, but that doesn't mean your spouse doesn't believe that your marriage, the direction for their life, the direction of what they want, wasn't in competition. Seeing things your way, understandable. Seeing things through the perception of others, we can try. All right, we'll try to go down that way. And I try because I've been on both sides, you guys, prodigal and standard. I've been on both sides. And as you know, with my prodigal hat on, what I'll tell you is, at some point you felt like your life was not what you thought it would be. And you've gotten around people that, friends, coworkers, constituents, associates, whatever the case may be. And these people come with their own cult-like understanding and their own thinking. And there's so many of them that if they start to speak about the things that you or your spouse may have felt that they were missing in life, at some point those things sound tempting. At some point they start to question whether or not the relationship they're in with you is what's worth it. And because of that, they've left you wondering what just happened. How is it that all of a sudden everything that was okay is no longer okay? Why is it that I can speak to my spouse about things that are important and that they had me believe was important, and now they vilified me? Everything that I thought that was good about me, that I thought that we both wanted, they no longer want. I'm here to let you know that your relationship with your prodigal, or the trap that they are ensnared in, might be the spirit of competition. Chasing after something that they have no reason to chase. The pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, that promise that something better is coming. The grass that's greener, the better pastures that they're looking for. If only they could hear this podcast right now and hear me. There's nothing better. Okay? Hurting someone, turning your back on your children, dishonoring the word of God. There's nothing waiting for you. There's nothing good waiting for you. That's not a threat. There's just nothing waiting for you there. For those that are standing for their marriage, for those who are trying to put the pieces back in place, for those whose spouse told them that it's better this way, don't chase them, because there's nothing better waiting for you as well. Don't let your relationship with your spouse, your relationship with God, be caught in the spirit of competition. There is no competition for the Lord. The only competition that could even be recognized is who is willing to come to him next. God is in the business of saving lives, and more people are starting to look within themselves, look at their situation, look at what's going on in the world, and they're starting to understand that, oh my goodness, I've done it my way, and my way doesn't work. In fact, it's never worked. God's just allowed me to make my mistakes without losing myself. God is not in competition with anyone. He's not in competition with anything. And that's what you need to understand, and that's what you need to follow. The Lord you serve is not in competition with anyone or anything. If your spouse chooses to chase after a life that they believe is better, let them go. Not diminish their memory. Don't remember them as somebody that you just have a hard time dealing with, somebody that you can just barely talk to. Don't give the enemy any more of your peace. Don't give him any more of your faith. Don't give him any more doubt. No more struggle, no more resistance, nothing. Because he's only going to use it. He's just going to turn around and use it against you. The devil doesn't have, the enemy, whatever you want to call him, he doesn't have competition either. There's no competition. Who's trying to out-devil the devil? No one. Not any force. You can do a complete 180 right now on your problems, on the things that are hurting you inside. You can turn around and say, not another day. Not another day. It's hard to talk about things like this and not share a part of my own story, so I want to give you guys just a little something to talk about. I had once given up on my marriage as well. And if you guys follow the podcast where me and my wife had recorded, we put it out there that there were women that I was talking to. There were emotional affairs and relationships that I was a part of and built. And every day I built it. Every day I invested in those emotional affairs. I thought that I was creating a relationship that could rival my real marriage and be turned into a relationship that I would once be happy about. I was hurt by something. And I decided that I wanted better. I deserved better. And I created competition. And you know what? The women that I created the competition with, they turned out to be everything I hated. Not only about myself, but the things that I allowed to continue in my life. Lies, manipulation, secrecy, selfishness. Every single day that I was caught in that season, not an ounce of personal worth and strength returned to me when I decided competition was the right course of action. I lost more. I lost so much more than I gained. And at the end of it all, I barely remember their names. There's nothing.